Okay, so tomorrow I am going to be part of a career fair at a local high school, and a good friend of mine is really putting on a great event over at LC Allen High School, and been asked to go out there and share my career path and talk to some kids, interview them, and talk about what it is to get into the mortgage profession. And so I figured, why not get a practice run at it right now? And, in 2008, I was actually going to Sonoma State, working on getting my business degree. Financial management was my major, and it's a hybrid of finance and accounting. And if anybody remembers 2008, everything started collapsing, and everything was changing big time. So as I was getting ready to graduate, I didn't really have a great job prospects lined up at that point. It seemed like the sky was falling and everything was doom and gloom. And so I decided at that time that I would do the next right thing that I could do at that moment, which was I'm going to stick around for an extra semester, double major in accounting, and then become a CPA, which very respectable profession, and thought that was the route that I was going to go. It turns out that fate had a different plan for me. So I got a job at a local finance company and was working there while I was taking more units at Sonoma State. And it happened to be that I was referring a lot of business over to my cousin, who was a loan officer at Wells Fargo. So I decided that I would join him and become kind of his partner, his junior partner, and work at a bank where there was a lot of, at that time, mortgage interest rates were coming down because it was getting harder to qualify. The economy was slowing down a lot. Prices were coming down, but people were refinancing. And so it gave me the opportunity to get in front of a lot of people. And even though I could probably help about 50% of the people that I talked to a lot of people. And talking to a lot of people, I got a lot of education on how loans work, how to help people, dive into their, complex financials, give them advice, prep them to get in a perfect financial position to be able to refinance or to even still buy a home. There's still a lot of people who bought homes during that time, and we're happy that they did, years later, because prices have since rebounded and gone up to record highs. So, it's interesting looking back how that career path has really been such a rewarding choice for me. I never thought that being in the mortgage business was something that I was going to want to do when I was a kid, or even when I was in college at that point. But now that I've been doing this for going on my 15th year, I couldn't be more proud to be part of an industry that really helps people realize one of the coolest dreams that one would ever be able to, which is buying a home. As I pull up here in front of my house right now, I'm so grateful. If it wasn't for the fact that I learned what I learned through being a loan officer myself and also a real estate agent, I wouldn't have been able to make the types of deals that it was on my own home, and really understand that the wealth building process through owning real estate. And I really get passionate about being able to help others learn from the things that I've learned, and I've learned from others before me, and I'm still learning. And that's the beautiful thing, is that in this industry there is always new stuff to learn, and sometimes it's almost to the point where it's overwhelming. I'm constantly in the office, like, what's new, what can I learn, and trying to share that with people, because it's a constantly evolving business. It is a business that you really have to have a tough stomach for being able to go through these various cycles, ups and downs, where you don't have a steady paycheck coming in. You really need to be hyper focused on how you can help people. And if you it's kind of like this saying goes, if you use people and love money, you're not going to be successful. But if you love people and use money, you're always going to be successful. And I think that that's really goes, that's how it goes in this industry. It's really about loving people, doing the right thing. And yes, you can make a lot of money doing it, but you still end up reinvesting back into that business and growing it and growing other people and watching them blossom and learn. And, you know, really that's the next part of my evolution within the business, within the path of this career, is how can I get out of the weeds and just doing the day-to-day, but how can I help grow more leaders within this business? And what I mean by leaders, people that are that example in their communities, that are stepping out there, helping others become financially literate, help them become wealthy through sustainable home ownership over time, not the get rich quick schemes or fast money, but long and sustained improvement. 1% improvement day by day is really what it's all about. So, you know, didn't really expect my video to go off on this 6-minute tangent, but I can tell you this, I obviously am very passionate about this business, and I look forward to being able to share that with, you know, younger kids. You know, when I was in high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I mean, really, I was pretty, I was floating, you know, I got out of high school and I ended up wanting to be a police officer, then a firefighter, and never really found my way until I ended up saying, I'm going to get my business degree and this is what I'm going to do. And I stuck to it. And then the progression of learning business got me to the mortgage business, even though it wasn't in the way that I had thought it was going to be, which was through the Great Recession. So we're going through a time right now where in this business, it's the slowest it's been since I've been in it. So it's nice to really feel that. As much as I would love it to be busier, I think that this is really a test of my own resilience, and knowing that by getting through this, I'm going to be able to guide others that go through this, and making sure that those who own homes right now, to keep them focused on the best financial decisions that they can make with what they have, right? And so that might be through, you know, selling their current home. It might be through, doing a cash out refi, doing some home improvements, and then selling it, or, you know, just hunkering down and getting through it. And so might be some people going out there and buying investment properties because they still have investment capital to deploy to create wealth through new multi-unit dwellings. There's all kinds of scenarios out there that people could look at to continue to put themselves in a good financial position. So anyways, my point is, I love this profession. I hope to inspire some kids to ask more questions. So hope everyone has a good day.